Chapter 8 Between Spandex and Seattle. Mouse sold out its first 2 print runs, 35,000 copies, within 2 months, and received major national media attention. In May 1986, mystery novelist Jan Willem van de Wetering and artist Paul Kirschner collaborated on a mystery novel in graphic form. In fact, Murder by Remote Control called itself that on its cover. The Times Book Review reviewed it, and the next week took on Harvey Pekar's American Splendor collection. That August, The Atlantic's cover story was Comic Books for Grown-Ups. Similar stories appeared earlier that summer in the New York Review of Books and the LA Weekly. In 1990, Spiegelman received a Guggenheim Fellowship to work on Mouse's second volume. Released in 1991, it received Comic's first front-page New York Times Book Review, Michiko Kakutani crediting Spiegelman with stretching the boundaries of the comic book form and creating one of the most powerful and original memoirs to come along in recent years. It received a special Pulitzer citation in 1992, in part because of the committee's difficulty in deeming Mouse fiction or nonfiction. The New York Times had originally categorized it as the former on its bestseller list. Spiegelman asked the paper to change it, raising the specter of Holocaust denialism. The Gray Lady, albeit concerned about the Mouse issue, agreed. Spiegelman's achievement and the press surrounding it may have pressed the argument that comics could appeal to adults, but that wasn't telling comic shop owners anything they didn't know. By 1987, the Times reported the average comics reader to be around 20 years old and spending over $10 a week on comics, probably at one of about 4,000 comic shops. 2 years later, comic bookstore sales were 60% of total sales, estimated at $300 million annually, and the amount readers were spending had crept up to $20 a month. By the mid-90s, the average DC reader was 25 years old and overwhelmingly male. The shops were, in Trina Robbins's words, a boys' club all over again. By 1996, writer Kurt Busiek could say, "It's been a generation since we started the direct market and we've run out of readers. The industry pushing, as artist Rob Liefeld put it a year later, toward making comic books for the 40 and 30-year-old set." The comic shops stocked the independents.